A Sydney court has heard that police ignored an ambulance officer's repeated calls to help restrain a man who was then shot dead. An inquest is examining the fatal police shooting of Sydney man Adam Salter, who was stabbing himself with a knife. An ambulance officer has given evidence that police handled the situation poorly and allowed it to become chaotic.
Ambulance officer Megan Coulahan had attended jobs involving knives before, but nothing like what unfolded nearly 2 years ago. She was among 3 paramedics treating Adam Salter, who'd stabbed himself at his father's home in Lakemba. Seen here with his family, the 36-year-old computer programmer was shot dead by Sergeant Cherie Bissett after rearming himself with a knife. It had been left in the kitchen sink while he was being treated on the kitchen floor. Officer Coulahan was highly critical of the police response, telling the inquest nothing was done. It was allowed to become chaos. Megan Coulahan said when Mr Salter started becoming aggressive, she called out for help. By her third call for assistance, Adam Salter had already reached the kitchen sink, and this time she resorted to an expletive, telling the court, "I wanted the police outside to know I meant business and to get in here." Constable Aaron Abella was also in the kitchen. Officer Coulahan says at one point she looked at him directly and asked him for help. She says there was no reply and all he did was try to put some gloves on. But in his evidence, Constable Abella said he couldn't recall an ambulance officer directly asking him for help, nor could he remember Adam Salter's father entering the kitchen to try to stop his son from reaching the sink. Constable Abella said he reached out and took hold of Adam Salter's left arm as his right arm reached into the sink. The officer said he then stepped back. Megan Coulahan also told the court Adam Salter never waved the knife at anyone else and it was only directed towards himself. The inquest continues. Carl Herr, ABC News.